What is up, champs? Champion Trucker back making another video outside, sitting on the porch and really enjoying home. Now, as you guys can see, I'm with Cisco, and I actually just got done with the 2 days of orientation. There were some complication with like network issues, but that was kind of like fixed relatively quickly. They said that they might have to extend it another day, but no, we finished pretty smoothly. We got out early and everything. Now, I do want to go ahead and go over the orientation process, and then I'll do like like the differences between my ex company and this company. I definitely have to say I had a better experience orientation wise with Cisco, because it felt as though I was actually being treated with respect. And then over there, while you were getting training, obviously you're not a truck driver. They don't respect you. They kind of treat you like a grunt in the military. It's a lot of military people over there. But the feeling over here is like they appreciate you kind of, and at the same time, they're not going to BS you. This is a hard job. You signed up for a hard job. All right, so day one is a lot of paperwork. Just a lot of paperwork. I won't even go over it. They do have a social media kind of clause, and they go over what you should say and what you shouldn't say, and I want to abide by that. It's just common knowledge. You don't want to disclose like customer information. You don't want to like tell them all the secrets of Cisco, because I would be pissed as a company owner and saying that, hey, you're giving all our business strategies away. I completely understand that. Common sense isn't so common, but with me, I try to bring as much common sense to my mind as possible. Hopefully that made sense. But anyway, so let's move on from that. When I got there, I was the very first person, and I don't know why, but I sat in a double wide seat, so it's two-seater couch, and they had a normal couch, like a one-seater couch. I chose the double seater every time, every 2 days, and it was awkward because nobody wants to sit next to each other for some reason. I have no problem. I will sit next to somebody if I want to sit down. But other people were like, But the weirdest thing is like two people came in. No, it was a female. She came in. She had this really nice business kind of like casual, not like, yeah, business casual kind of like stuff on. I was like, how is she a truck driver? I thought they said just wear normal clothes. What the? Was I supposed to dress up still? So, 3 other guys came in, really nice guys. And they kind of had like normal clothes, shorts and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm not in the wrong, because I was a little bit more dressed up than, well, we were all kind of like normal clothes, okay? So then I met another guy, and he had like a like a flannel, and he had all these like not flannel, but he had a business casual thing on too. I was looking around, I was looking at the paperwork. It said like warehouse and stuff like that. I looked at the guy. He's I guess the head of everything. And I looked at the guy. I said, "Am I in the right place? Is this for truck drivers?" He was like, "Oh yeah, you're good, man. You're good. Don't worry. We just mix sales team, warehouse, and truck drivers all together because you guys all have the similar starting knowledge that you need to gain, and then we'll move you on and split you guys." So I was kind of scared at first because everybody was talking about like different stuff, and I was like, that makes sense why they're in like that business casual form, and then that makes sense that, no, the rest didn't make sense. So I'll tell you that. So I asked everybody, I said, who else is a truck driver here? It was literally the 2 sales, 3 warehouse, and myself. That's it. 6 of us. That's it. Make sure I did the math right. But yes, 6 of us. There was no other truck driver there, which blew my mind because I was so used to like Schneider, and this is where I compare it. Schneider just has a bunch of new faces, a bunch of new people coming in, rotating in, and just training and stuff like that. And I had to realize this is Indianapolis, right? And also not a lot of truck drivers want to do food service because it's very physically demanding. And I was just like, what the heck? This is so weird. But at the same time, I liked it. I liked it because now it's like a single training mind. They don't have to worry about two truck drivers or three or four or five. They can really hone in and train me the way they need to train me, I guess. Now the training is a month long. Every Cisco facility is very different. Some have unions, mine does. Some some of them are just like no union. It's just Cisco. And my location has everything. Like they have the dry, the frozen, refrigerated, everything. We'll talk about that because oh my God, I froze my butt off. It was so cold in the freezer. It was so cold. All right, so pretty much moving on from there, we did a lot of paperwork, as I said. I felt like I was in high school again because my hand was cramping. Okay, I don't, as a truck driver, you don't have to write a lot. You sign something, you write a little something, but you're not writing an essay. There wasn't an essay, I'm being exaggerative, but there was so much signing and writing and putting in my address so many different times. My hand hurt, man. And so they're working on making everything automated. Hey, how's it going? Hey. They're working on making everything automated, which is cool. I like that. They're kind of progressing everything forward in a different light, and which I really appreciated of appreciative of. So after that, pretty much we couldn't get on the computers because somebody in IT reset company wide, like they reset everybody's passwords. I don't know who's in IT, but they gonna get fired because everybody was locked out, everybody was upset, and that's where I had to, like, they thought it might be a 3-day orientation, but no, we got it done, or at least I got it done. I two of us got it done. The other two, they had to do they had to go, and they kind of were like, whoa, this is a long pallet jack, like triple pallet jack, which I don't have to touch. All I got to do is a walker. I get an electric pallet jack or a walker pallet, whatever they call it. It's okay. I prefer to have like a manual. As crazy as that sounds, I'm just so used to manual. But you know, it makes your job easy if you get a lift gate and it requires you to bring the pallet on that lift gate. So we did a lot of, on the very first day, a lot of paperwork, a lot of safety procedures, and that's where I was like very confused as to like the difference of Schneider and how they always kind of like say we would terminate you, whereas Cisco would say we would coach you, because obviously there's stuff that you may have known and you just need recoaching on, or there's stuff that you just didn't know and we could coach you on. So I really appreciate that. Now, one thing on the second day that I really like is my boss. And I know over time I will learn if everything, like the people I work with are great or anything like that. But for a first impression, it's pretty dang good. It was pretty good, because my boss actually remembered my name. Like, I don't know, it's kind of weird to me because they actually put your name down instead of a driver number. So you get like seniority and they put your name on this board, and so they actually use my name on this board, not driver bloody bloody bloody, like number, which blew my mind. I was just like, what the, that's incredible. Like, I appreciate people just like recognizing my name. Like when you go to Schneider and you go up to the gate, you have to say your driver number and then your name. You know, over there you get a badge which has your photo on it, and they gave you a shirt. Like I got my shirt. They gave me the exact same size. So impression wise, it's pretty good. The facility, as old as it's been, 1950 is when it was built. It looked really nice to me. I didn't think it was 1950. I went into the warehouse, the dry and all that stuff. It looked a little old, but you know, what do you expect? It's just a bunch of shelving, and and stuff where, you know, forklift drivers would bob and weave in and out of the aisles. So I was like, man, that's pretty nice. But orientation is pretty simple. It does take 2 days, and it really does. It is going to take you 2 days. The second day, we got on the computer. We were able to log in, and we got into the computer. We did a couple of stuff, and did a lot of like videos. And I do have to say they have like updated videos where you could tell that there was like some thought to it. It's still cheesy, don't get me wrong, but the videos were actually kind of like 2019, 2018. It wasn't. I had a few old videos I had to do, but like the sexual harassment or the pretty much safety, it was relatively new, and so I kind of appreciated that too. I pay attention to like the detail, even though some of it was kind of like, it was a little funny, I'm not gonna lie. Some part in the video, like, I just did not understand how the person got in that situation. It was funny because like it's not funny to be in that situation, but as a prior military guy, you know, in an active shooter situation, you don't want to leave space in a door. Like, they had like a little cart, like a cart about that big, and it was sideways, and so I'm sorry. Okay, so that the guy came in, the active shooter, which is horrible, but he just opened the door. He didn't. The thing didn't stop anything. So we all were like, bro, how did they not put that against the door? That made no sense. It just that was. But hey, at least I remember that video, and it will stick with me. Now, for a lot of you guys that are like pretty much interested in the food service and seeing how it is, or maybe you're just, you know, you don't want to be in that area, but you're interested in learning the process. Hey, that's what this is going to be about. Cisco, my objective here is, I finally got local. All I got to do is learn. It doesn't matter, good, bad, whatever happens. All I know is I got to put in my time. I'm done with figuring out what company. I don't want to do any more orientations. I don't want to do any more. You know, tomorrow I got to do a road test. I don't want to worry about all that. I want to be able to know that, hey, I get my time in, I get the route that I want, and I'm gonna learn the process. All I know and what that I'm prepared for is this: I'm gonna be crying. Hey, if I don't cry at the end of the day, that's a good day. Okay, that's a fantastic day. But yeah, Cisco, we're definitely going to see what I can do, what I cannot do film wise. I know for a fact that sometimes, like, you shouldn't be recording like your customers, their in and out points or anything like that. But for the most part, this channel will also be a little bit of a vlog, trucking vlog, and then it'll kind of switch to that, to whatever kind of content trucking wise, or like building credit and stuff like that, goal wise, like, hey, trucking driving, use truck driving to get to your goal of this or that, because that's what I'm working on. And truck driving so far has already, I'm able to establish savings. I'm able to establish pretty much you know, my better credit with truck driving. And so I definitely want to spread the knowledge and the help. And some videos will be going back in the past when I was OTR for a month and a week. I wish I could say a month and a half, but it was just a month and a week. And was it for me? No. But if it works for you, then that's fantastic. Some other goals that I might have is podcast. I might make a truck driver's podcast, but my friend already has ideas to make a podcast, so I might just plug that in to these videos. But when it comes to pay, I'm not going to talk about it, to be honest. My last video, I kind of mentioned 49 cents, and people were just like, "Oh, that's what do you expect?" And It's funny how some people that worked at Schneider are kind of recently leaving because of pay. Uh, at the end of the day, you know, there we live in a different time now that truck driving, like once you got your CDL, a lot of doors open up. Like I'm not talking about just mega carriers. I'm talking about like you can even go to small places determining on if you like Cisco used to only hire 6 to a year experience, and times have changed just due to COVID. So why not take advantage of that? You know, another person that I watch is he's a flatbedder, and you know he bought his truck recently after working with Maverick, and you know I read one of the comments that say he's got severely lucky because of the year that it is and the freight, how much freight is being just jacked up and everything. So like am I wanting to get my own truck and make my own company? No. I don't want to deal with those issues. Typically what I've heard is like, you know, you got to get ready for a roller coaster ride, and I'd rather just go in and do my job. That's it. There's people out here that want to become an entrepreneur. I used to be one of them, but once you try so many things, you're just like, man, maybe I just want to sit down and be on the sidelines and watch people. Yeah, go. Yeah, that's it. Just yeah. It's always good to have hobbies, you know. So maybe once I retire, I'll probably retire if I stick with Cisco to the point of retirement. I'll probably be like 40 something, late 40s. And I might go OTR. I don't know. But OTR with my own truck. But and then at that point, I still lease on to a carrier, or not lease on, but I'll go with a carrier or a mega carrier. But yeah, we're gonna be with Cisco. We're gonna see the ins and outs. I'll let you guys know my experience. If I cried at night, I don't know, but I'll let you guys know in the next one. Peace.